Alrighty, so welcome to the show. Just going to be playing the Rome Total War Grand Campaign as the Seleucids, and we're just kind of seeing if we can conquer the world really. On Legendary, of course. Got a few mods on. I do have the, as you probably noticed, the Rome 1 Total War music, as well as the reduced AI usage of agents, just because I hate the spam, it just ruins the game. And better AI composition for armies, as they do have a tendency on vanilla to just maybe be a third of the army be slingers. It ruins the immersion. It's completely inaccurate historically, and it just means they're so easy to defeat running them down with cavalry. So none of that today. I think for the eastern armies they tend to get more missile cav or bowmen. We should have, as the Seleucids and other Greek states, more phalangites, infantry, and obviously Romans will just be Roman legionaries. So let's see what we got. 3k per turn with 4k afterwards. Whenever I play as the Seleucids, Egypt always immediately attacks, so seeing as satrapy is Cyprus, we'll probably just rush and take that.
Welcome, honored
If we can secure a trade agreement, any trade agreements we can secure will just go a really long way. Ooh, hi. I have some money.
You have an honest face, even as you offer an honest bribe.
Oh, in this game you can't even like ask for custom amount of money. Like Attila. I think that's something Attila does well. Sards? Ooh, I wonder if we can get trade agreement.
To receive this embassy, and will listen with interest
Money?
to all you have to say.
Good lads. So we've gained a little bit from these guys. In a moment I will cancel all of the satrapies. They're just a liability, I'd say. All of them will basically rebel except I think Media, and when they rebel with war, so you just end up with war against half of the world pretty much. So it's pointless. Let's get a peace agreement from them, so we should have some decent money now. Right, now that I've secured that peace agreement, I will cancel all of the statuses. I think if you cancel the statuses first, you don't really have the clout to ask for peace.
The door is open to you. The bond between our peoples is broken.
The bone?
I greet you in my master's feared name.
Let's keep the trade. I might march on Media. They never give you any issues, and they are a loyal satrapy, but do you control, I think it's Edessa. That's just always more useful if it's a whole province rather than a partial. Otherwise you'll just waste an army holding off rebels, probably.
Greetings, my friend.
Greetings. Why does nobody say greetings anymore?
Beggars, bandits, and wolves to come to both our doors.
Okay, jolly good show, Old Bean. Right, just so that we have some garrison, we'll build more muster fields. That one's 1. I have to get rid of this in order to create a space for the muster field. Right, that would give 1 on each. And 1 for Edessa. I think for Legendary you can't save the game as well. Yeah, you cannot save games while playing Legendary. It's annoying. I'm one of those people who, in any game, loves to spam the save button. I will move Eurydice down to here. So we have a little bit of heads up when the Nabateans or the Egyptian faction move north. Right, so that's, I think, all of the muster fields sorted. We'll research military technology. Hoplite barracks. Cool. That just means we'll have a slightly better garrison after that one has been researched. I'm almost tempted to just march on Hatra now. How much money do I have? 2,400. We'll be marching on Cyprus next turn, I reckon. Yep, we're a naughty boy. I think I can probably conquer Cyprus with just this and the fleet. Persian cavalry. Yep, we are terrible people. How much is this per turn? 400 nearly. Might hold off on buying that for one turn. Let's raise some forces. Seleucus. Trying to keep it within the family. Not like that. Right, we'll chill there. I'd quite like some Syrian archers, to be honest. We can do an edict, forgot about that. We'll hold on to this cash that we've made. One more turn, we'll probably use it to buy more mercenaries when we march on Hatra. Although part of me thinks, let's just go straight to Seleucia. We have no army here currently. Well, I'll quick march and I will decide later. I swear Egypt never likes attacking whenever you land on Cyprus. Alright. I don't think they'll attack us here. There is a risk that they will literally just march out. Ooh. Nice, nice. Why are these guys now just so we don't get caught with our pants down, so to speak? And then next turn I'll march on Seleucia. Jura's available. So annoying that you can't march into this red zone. Should be able to have support from this army.
None shall pass.
Cool.
It is an honor to serve. We hunger for
Let's
battle.
stick him.
Riches.
No, let's go straight to Side.
As you command.
I'll tell you what, the Rome Total 1 music is so friggin' good. I will die on that hill. Do we need the food? What does Seleucia have? There's no farms. Does that require food? City 1 doesn't. I want to spend the money just in case I need it later. Okay, we'll just chill for a sec. Oh, Cordeline. What's this? Go for that. Because this is probably going to get swallowed by Pergamon soon. Alright, Egyptian army starting to form. Do some Syrian archers. I wonder if that's available. Ah, yes, there we go. Ooh, Syrian armored elephants. I'll take the archers just because.
Fleet reporting.
Is that Eastern Javelin? No.
To your duties, men. Get to it, men.
Okay, I still have 4,000. They have a sizable force in Seleucia now though.
For battle.
Whopping 15 units. This could go really badly for this army. This is a risk. I might lose this army here. I don't think in this game you can replace the general, unlike in Attila. I would quite like some cataphracts instead. We only have one levy pikeman. As I said, I might lose this army here, but I am just going to take the risk. Really, really bad idea. They have some mercenaries of their own. They have 2 pikes, a lot of eastern spears, some skirmishers. Oh, wow. 3 pikes. Garrison has a huge army. Damn. Well, I will skip.
None will escape.
Oh, actually, I didn't realize it. When you're besieging them, you take attrition. What I might do then,
Let them cower like kenneled dogs.
break the siege,
Ready for battle.
and then just chill there.
Men.
Hopefully they'll attack us in the field. If we can defeat them in the field, this would be so much easier for us. Sod's law, they'll just rot behind their wall indefinitely.
At your command, Commander. We hunt. Ready for battle. At your command. Set up the
Just gonna get rid of the general there, so I can rehire him when he becomes available, like next turn or two. Rehire him as a... Oh, actually, minus 22. I think Edessa needs citizen cab a little bit more.
Ready for battle.
This is a risk here, not laying siege or attacking. Hoping they attack us this turn, and hopefully good enough to beat them if they do. Oh crap, they just got another army. Oh wow. $2,200 plus 1,000 against 1,600 men. Our army isn't phalangites. I'm really not sure if I should fight this. These guys are just gonna mow down our infantry. The pikes will be the final straw. And withdraw.
At ease,
Come back later, even if I lose this army. I think I can fight those 2 armies. This one army alone is so strong that I think I will struggle to win this. I'm so badly outnumbered. I was really hoping they would just stick with the forces they already had. No matter. When life gives you lemons. Right. Let's try and hold this center. What we do have an advantage of is cavalry. So I'll try and use them as best we can.
Orders, my lord.
We do have some good archers, to be fair. I'm gonna leave this flank strong, leave this flank weak, just so
Royal peltasts.
when the attack starts we can try and win on this side. I've got the Royal Peltas this side, I've got Persian Cav this side. Oh, the music though. Even if we lose, I get to listen to this amazing soundtrack, so I really can't complain. Trying to emulate Alexander here.
Yours to command.
Both armies overall not very professional. They have a lot of Eastern spearmen. Aren't obviously the most professional, but they have a lot of them, and that's the problem. And decently effective against cavalry. Gonna allow them to dictate the engagement here by holding. Try and wipe out these pikemen, because he's going to probably send them in the same place. They're going to punch through the center and cause a great deal of havoc. These guys are not going to last very long against Eastern Spears, even less against horse skirmishers.
Units have been discovered.
Hoping we can just defeat enough of them.
As you say, fire!
Trying to focus on these guys for a sec. Oh, actually doing an awful lot of casualties. Let's try and take out these pikes. Why are you walking forwards, guys? Right, skirmishers about to break. That's good.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
Good. Let's try and drain these guys.
Royal peltasts.
Oh, let's put the general on the front line.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Shit, Persian cabs come this way. Oh, good. I might have to send one of these cabs this way. Yep, gonna have to. They're good having a strong flank if I can't hold the left, and the left is super weak for me.
One of our units.
We use these cavalry to absorb this cavalry charge, and then we'll try and outflank.
Our general is under attack.
Alright. Hammer and anvil, baby.
Elite archer!
Let's kill the general if we can. Oh, that citizen cav is just being made into mincemeat. Hopefully we can break these guys. I don't know what the staying power of those spearmen is going to be like.
Flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Guys, why are you in melee? It's really confusing. Ah, crap. Left was made a bit too weak, I'm afraid. Right, let's get the general to the other side.
We are at your command. Archers! Fire on the enemy! My lord! Orders!
Trying to hold the left. And about. Right, here come the pikes.
We are at your command! Break from the enemy!
Armored horsemen.
We await your orders! Royal peltasts!
Someone about to break.
At speed!
Command up. Wait, march. Have the horse at your command.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Be ready.
Trying to hold them back there. How are these guys not breaking? This This is insane.
Hands ready. We await your orders.
These guys are made of metal. I don't see how these guys didn't break.
Riders at the double. Shut to them. Ready. We await your
Our
command.
men flee the field of
Alright, I
battle.
lost my Persians,
This is a
unfortunately.
shameful display.
What are your orders? Fire on the enemy. General. Orders. Awaiting orders.
Wait, where's the pikeman?
The charge.
Kill him.
Archers. Fire. Orders. News. By your command. Ready to ride.
Can this general just not die? He's just invulnerable.
Royal Peltast.
Our men flee the field of
If we're not careful, we're gonna die in a sec.
This is a shameful display.
General's gonna get caked.
Awaiting orders. At the ready.
Oh, did the general die? He's not had the call out.
For glory. Javelin men. Archers. Find your targets. Orders. Awaiting orders. Hillmen. Guitar. Orders. Slingers. Fire. Light cavalry.
The battle is turning in our favor.
At speed. Orders. Understood. Light cavalry.
Patch, please. Like, we've won, but at massive cost.
Light men ready for orders.
That one unit of pikes, sorry, one unit of mercenary Persian cavalry on the enemy side. That was one hell of a purchase. If they hadn't had that, that would have freed up our other unit of cav, and it would have freed up this unit of cav and not died. Sorry, the other unit of Persian cav that we had to fight it and lost, as well did this. So it broke 2 units of cav for us out of 3, which we could have used up to roll the enemy lines within like 2 seconds.
Melee cavalry.
Just goes to show how effective they can be. I'm so like weirded out though how well their unit of cav fought. Is that just because on legendary you get some melee bonuses? That's the only thing I can think of. I feel like flank attacking with my own Persian cav shouldn't have made them lose the fight if they were already weakened against this unit. Is what it is. We've broken this army. I think there is another army though, which will probably attack us this turn, which we might struggle to beat. See, look, they only did 29 casualties. It just doesn't seem right, does it? 158, most of that is the 2 cav units they turned to mulch. I don't know. Do with the cash.
We hunger for battle. March. Gathering supplies.
Yeah, if we just had a few more levy pikes, that probably would have been okay. I just got a bit greedy, but sometimes you have to be.
Commander.
Oh, the cav pool is back. Alright, let's stick with that for the moment.
At your command.
Right, where's the Emperor? There he is.
Ready once. Ready for battle. Ready for orders. At your... I want hourly patrols. Sign up, lads, for a...
Oh, do we only have enough for one? Let's get rid of the elephants. It just costs too much and they don't really do a lot.
We hunger for battle. Commander? Commander, we take this. Our path is blocked. None will escape. At your command.
Alright, so strike failed on Seleucia. But we still won. We still won the fight and we broke the army that was there.
Ready for orders.
Which isn't ideal, but it's better than nothing. Probably should have just stuck with Hatra for now. If we can get a trade agreement, that would be good. Okay, alright, it's fine. Let's just chill here for the time being.
The friendships
Oh.
of nations.
Okay.
At your command.
Where's the garrison at Hatra? Hell of a garrison. 2 archers, 1 Syrian heavy, 1 pikes, 1 Persian hoplites, and 1 hillman. Can live with that. Right, so
Commander,
can't reach Side in 1 turn.
you have further orders. Make haste.
So I'm just gonna stay in the middle
Defenses.
and
Are you
for 1 unit of cav. Egypt's whoa. My goodness. That is gonna be not fun.
at your command?
Really want mercenary hillmen. They're kind of weak. Oh gosh. 2 armies. Oh dear. Oh. Hello. Wow, is all I can say to this. Wasn't expecting such a large force. Why do they have so much cav though? Okay, let's try. Let's try and win. We are badly outnumbered, both in infantry as well as cavalry, as well as overall, but that's why we do what we do. At least their infantry isn't pikes. I think they do have 1 unit of pikes as their general, but
Pike infantry.
I'm not going to form a noob square, but I will form a Hannibal D.
Elite archers!
They already have enough troops to form a noob square, to be honest.
We are at your command.
Alright, everyone's fielding crazy big armies. I wasn't expecting Media to have so many forces as well. Not so early. Alright, these guys are gonna just have to form the center of that flank. These javelin men. Okay, slingers you can pull back. Alright, let's see what we can do. That light cavalry, if used properly as a flanking force, will be utterly devastating on our javelin men. And I don't have enough forces. All their cavalry's on one flank. I might just try and attack that instead, but I think they're probably split 3 and 2 or 3 and 3. I remember the exact number that they had. Yep, I was right.
We await your orders. For honor! Orders! Hellenic cataphracts!
Our general's under attack.
Orders, my lord! Regular orders! At the ready! And us, my lord! Javelin men! Orders, my lord! Halt now! At speed! Orders! Ready! Our orders! Javelin men! Persian archers! Orders! Our orders! Fire! Light cavalry! Ready for orders! Orders, my lord! At the command! Ready! We are at your command! Commander! Yours to command! Your orders!
Alright, we're holding.
Javelin men! Light cavalry! Ready!
I'll pull out the general so I can hit a charge, but
Wait your command!
not making this easy.
Ready for orders! Quick march! Orders understood! Orders! We are at your command! News! By your command! Orders! Quick march!
The men are wavering.
It's wavering.
Pikes ready!
These levy pikes have just been utterly butchered. Ah, get away, get away, get away.
Persian archers! Fire! My lord! Fire on the enemy! Ready! Fill the sky! Heavy horse at your command! We await your orders! Yours to command! Advance at speed! Our orders!
That's like I can just try and kill the gen.
Javelin men! We await your orders!
Good.
At the ready!
Right, make a beeline.
What are your orders? Roll back!
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Right to the center.
Slingers!
Gonna go straight for the general. Alexander style.
Pikes at the ready! Persian archers! Cut them down! Your orders! Charge! Orders! Press forward! Forever! Drive them down! Light cavalry! More glory!
These guys fight well.
What are your orders? At the ready. Orders and
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display. Elite
My lord.
archers!
Orders, my lord.
Javelin men!
Move up! Quick! Ready! For glory!
At your orders!
Double time! At the ready! Loose! Fill the skies!
Persian archers!
Orders, my lord! Pull back!
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display. Persian archers!
We are at your command! What are your orders?
General! Javelin men! Withdraw! Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Orders, my lord!
How are they not breaking?
Ready and waiting! My lord!
Guys, what is their range? My goodness.
Ready! Find your targets!
Light cavalry! By your command! Back them down! Ready for orders? At your service! Your orders! Light cavalry!
Javelin men!
At your service!
Orders! Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Light infantry! At your command!
Orders!
I think we got it now. Really made us work for this.
The battle is turning in our favor.
It was a hard-fought victory, but a victory nonetheless.
We are at your command! What are your orders?
Alrighty, and what is that? 13 for the Mishahoptes. Get those below 10, that should be enough to wipe out the unit. Yep, awesome. Another costly victory, but victory nonetheless. It's 1,000 men, but we killed basically the entire force, which is good. Look at these levies. Did a brilliant job. This guy only 28 though. When I saw that he sent all of his cav units to attack our... Wait, how did he survive? So confused.
Journey completed.
When I saw he sent all of his cav, I was like, okay, I think we can win now. Because holding 2 or 3 units of cav with 1 unit of cav, which allows the main general to hammer an anvil.
Commander.
Alright, we can hire quite a lot. Let's get rid of this guy first.
battle. At your command.
I'm not going to keep all of these units.
Our advance has been halted.
Just need the strength. I say that, it's actually not too bad an army. I probably could have done that with just the archers, to be honest. Very easy win. Just camp back and shoot them with the archers, so I'm not going to bother to fight it. 76. Awesome. World Ephesus is being destroyed by Pergamum, as I predicted.
Ready for battle.
Alright, let's get rid of these two, or at least one. Alright, how much should we? 400 shy still. Wow. Guess I'm gonna have to get rid of him too.
Ready for orders.
Alright, we can build that.
Ready for orders. At your command. Ready for orders.
How much is this? Quite expensive having this fleet, but it's quite useful. I don't want to put him at Tyros just so we've got an additional set of men to hold it.
At your command.
Very, very aware that it's a very weak force holding it, and they can reach us in a couple of turns.
Ready for battle.
I will do you the honor of
Ooh,
listening
yes,
to your
nice.
hoping to hear wisdom and profiting. Your generous nature. You
I'll
present
take the
honest
trade.
terms
That's
that
boosted our
I
income
will
slightly.
present to my people.
Right, let's just consolidate what we have. Let's make that have bread and games. Oh, that's a full province. Right, so we've gained a full province in actually Cilicia. Made a foothold here. After we defeat this rebel army, I think we will then try march on Seleucia again. Oh. In the skill. Campaign marching is pretty good. It's annoying how cheap the home units are compared to the mercenaries. 80 gold for one unit compared to the 200 of a cheap archer unit. Okay, now we are becoming hunted. What's this? What? The enemy roam freely in C-Day? Right, there's literally nobody here. Okay, if you say so. Really not quite sure why he's saying that. Oh, they're just out of reach of an ambush. So sneaky. Cheeky scamps, aren't they? What are you packing? Oh, it's all crap. Garrison army. Easily be able to deal with that. Would like some additional pikemen, which I can't afford. Oh, they're finished.
At your command.
Can we leave this province without it deteriorating? Yes, good.
As a garrison. I don't care how tired you are.
I'm gonna move this east or south. I think if I move it east, support this army, we'll attack the rest of Media. Here it comes. Now they attack. Garrison's not actually recovered much. This is a really terrible army. I'm just gonna fight this one merely because I need maximum strength for our side. Otherwise, when this army arrives, it's not gonna be fun. Noble Blood Cav.
Ready for
Need to replace Patrocles as well, so we can actually have some decent general cav. How many entrances? Where is the capture point on this? Is that it? Oh, it's here, sorry. 1, 2, 3 routes in. This might not be a fun map to fight on for the next battle. It's a garbage army, but it could actually do some damage.
Pikes at the ready. By your command.
How shall I arrange the men?
General! Commander, orders. Pikes at the ready.
I don't know why it defaults with Royal Peltas. They really are the worst general soldier. That and standard bearers. Just so friggin' weak. They don't excel at fighting as infantry, and obviously they're not cavalry. They have missiles, but like it's like, so what?
Hillmen! Infantry at your command!
I'm just gonna assume the majority of the army is gonna come down here.
Pikemen!
Overlapping the troops, really important thing to do. This means that the front line that gets melee attacked isn't the pikes. Pikes still protrude through and get the kills, but the front line doesn't get interrupted as much. It's the hillmen who'll have that task.
Yours to command.
Alright, majority of the army will come through here. They're so small, I think that is pretty much a given. But I will
At the ready!
create some protection on the flanks as well.
Ready.
Persian hoplites! Into formation!
Ready and waiting.
Kill wall!
Alright, I'm going to assume they're going to send some men there. So I'm going to keep the Persians at the ready so they can swoop in and attack.
We await your orders! Javelin men!
I'm going to assume no one's going to come in here, but they could.
Light cavalry.
I'll keep this light cavalry unit here. I'm going to have to absorb some of this missile fire as well. I'm almost tempted just to keep some mob here. They're going to be utterly massacred, obviously, but
Hillmen!
might just spare us a little bit of trouble. Put these guys on the front line in case they send their general
Ready to
there.
march! What are your orders?
Alright. See what they do.
These rebels are snarling rabid dogs and village fools. The fools
fools are about to pay with their lives for their
Snarling dogs and rabid fools, eh? Since they're sending in their general this way, I say we just run.
Persian archers at the ready. We are at your command. Fill the skies.
Ready for orders.
At speed.
The enemy general is dead.
Good.
We await your orders. Elite archers. Find your time.
Well, they actually sent way more men out
Archers.
side than I thought they would.
Aim.
Surprises me. What I'm gonna do is peel off this pike unit, redeploy him.
Our general is under attack.
Certainly is.
At speed. Persian archers. Fire. Awaiting orders. Halt now. Very horsemen.
Are you really sending your mob against me? Okay. I respect it.
Ready. All men. Light cavalry. Persian archers. Light cavalry. Hillmen. Attack.
Melee infantry ready. Your
Charge. Ready. My lord. For glory.
shock cavalry ready.
Light cavalry. Hillmen. Keep Blackguard. Armored horsemen.
At the ready.
Cool. Alright, we won it, which we knew we would do. Question is, how many men have we lost?
Waiting.
I don't think we lost a lot. Hillman took a bit of a hit. I think the pikes are fairly healthy, I'd like to say. I think these calves didn't actually take any damage. These ones took a few hits.
Shock cavalry ready.
Just get rid of these guys, and then we'll end the battle. Hopefully that...
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
I see, okay. I think the mob has survived, unfortunately. Yeah, they're too far away. It's okay. I lost 105 men. Most of that was the Hillman garrison, though, to be fair. These guys got a whopping 24 kills. Guess our troops did decently. General got 3. Lol. Need the money, so have to be a release.
You have recruited so many units, the treasury is buckling under the weight of their upkeep.
was
Capturing
it?
new territory would spread the cost as well as putting your troops to good use.
What do they have? Just out of reach, so we can't even use our garrison. That's kind of frustrating. Oh, this is so frustrating. I can ambush them, I just don't have the men.
For battle.
What if I can have the garrison that's in Tyros? Nubian spears?
Ready for orders.
No, I don't have enough. Wait, these guys are only 100. 200, 600. Would 2 hillmen plus 1 Persian cavalry plus possibly the garrison be enough? Or that plus horse skirmishers instead of Persians. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna risk assuming we having the garrison.
For the gods!
And I was wrong. It's frustrating as well. Alright, since I can't take back the fact that I spent this money, what I'm gonna do is retreat the men. Just deciding.
Archers!
I definitely can't beat these people. Yeah, it's definitely not going to happen. But what I can do is probably just destroy certain subsections of them. Right, I'm going to get rid of my hillmen as well as my Persian cav. So I'm going to spend them. I can get rid of their missile troops. It just means that when they do finally attack, it's an infantry only army.
Cataphracts!
Might use the general slightly, just to help wipe them out.
Charge! Orders? Good work! Excellent work! Now, do some good archers! Amisos! Hellenic cataphracts! Heathen! Engage! Ready! Commander!
Kill him, kill him.
Heathen! General!
Our general is under attack. Our men flee the field of battle.
Alright, we killed 222, which is pretty good bearing in mind it's free real estate. And the general wiped out loads as well. And I don't think he took any hits after he withdrew.
Retreat!
Why have you not retreated to Tyros? What?
At
Are
your
you
command.
kidding me right now?
Set up the watch.
Right, if he can't march to Tyros in this turn, or he just stands here with no movement points, I'm going to have to disband him, otherwise he's just going to be killed.
Ready for orders. March
Oh,
into
thank
your
goodness for
victory.
that.
Then march
Whew.
to war.
Don't do me like that, bro. Alright, back to -9. Cool. We actually did quite a lot of damage to their cavalry as well. Nubian spears took a few hits too, but mainly their
Commander,
men there, which is good. Awesome. Alright. We're nearly at Hatra. Should have enough men to repel this army.
ready for orders.
Yes, a bit stronger. I like it.
Ready for battle.
I think what I'll do is if I can beat back this army, use this army to defeat this, combine the two armies as best I can so I have one big full stack and sort of leave him at Hatra to chill. Treasury is empty. Ah no, minus 56. Darn. What can I get rid of? This is how tough times are right now. Making 24 gold a turn. That, ironically, that was enough of a win to push him back to Egypt. Or to Jerusalem. Which is obviously owned by Egypt. But,
There are not enough funds in your treasury to build anything this turn. Increase taxation and trade, or disband redundant armed
you
forces
can increase
to raise
taxation.
your short-term income.
Is that a thing?
Obedience to the rule of your faction is measured in public order. If unhappiness outweighs happiness and is left,
They're a tax policy.
are the offices and commissions that can be allocated to generals in your faction when they reach a certain age.
Trade and
or
finance?
rank.
Oh, we can.
There
Oh, we
is
can
a
only
power
increase
cost
tax level across the
associated with
entire
cursus honorum, meaning they can be used to placate useful
across the entire
but
empire.
potentially dangerous individuals.
At your command.
Right. These guys work quick, no?
Advance. At your command. You have further orders? Ready for orders. Call this a garrison.
Alright, we'll chill here for a turn or so. Replenishment. Oh, that's super important. That's decent that we got that.
Hunger for battle.
They can just sit there and rot whilst we get our strength back. Made a bit of money from ransoms, which is good. Don't have the money to build on Tarsus yet.
We hunger for battle.
Cool, they're withdrawing. It's a bit annoying they went slightly north though.
There is barely enough money in your treasury to cover costs. You can ensure your province.
Oh no, that Sards fell. Not doing good for money again. Who can we trade with? Wonder if Egypt would go for a peace.
Speak wisely, if speak you must. For
Commander. Ready for battle. Make haste, men. Commander. Ready for orders.
Right, how does that army look? 5 pikes, 2 Persian cavalry, 3 light cavalry, and a heckload of archers.
Commander.
Barely any infantry though.
Ready for orders.
Probably not the best. That's a bit too few.
We hunger for battle.
6 infantry enough to balance?
Commander.
No, I don't believe it is.
For battle.
But I don't care.
Ready for orders.
Eastern Javelin men, let's get rid of them. That's literally just to balance the books. Buy that 1 pike unit. That's gonna put us on negative money next turn.
At your command.
That's okay. Ah. Armira's coming now. Oh. It lured us into an ambush. $2,200 versus 2,900. Take my army any day of the week. I don't care what that says. The First Men. They from Game of Thrones.
General! Heavy cavalry! We await your orders! Swift riders at your command.
Alright, the plan is to just rush this general with all the cav.
Light cavalry! Swift riders at your command!
And if we form up, I think he came from the south, and I think they were slightly northeast, maybe. So, like this, possibly.
Phalanx! We are at your command! Pike infantry at your command!
I'm gonna carve it again.
We await your command. Pike infantry, ready!
At your service!
Actually see properly with these Persians in the way. Okay. Alright, we have mass
We await
archery going off. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah. Eastern Spears to hold this side.
We await your orders! Persian archers!
Where is there space for some Persian archers?
We are at your command!
Such a ridiculous number of archers, I don't care though.
Shock cavalry ready! Orders! Light cavalry! Awaiting orders! Light cavalry!
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
Is that them?
By your command.
Why is that destroying the cohesion? Oh, for goodness sake.
Hellenic cataphracts! Orders by who? Shock cavalry ready! Light cavalry! Orders! Engage! Commander! General! Ready and waiting. Orders! Light cavalry!
Let's reform the line.
At the command!
Commander.
Our general is under attack.
At the ready! At speed! Orders! Job and die! Orders! Quick march! Awaiting orders! At the double! My lord! Quick march! General! Engage!
Mercenary Persians. 2 sets of mercenary Persian cav.
We await your command.
Advance! At
Orders.
speed! Quick march! Advance! Ready! Speed! Double time! Awaiting orders! Advance at speed! Archers! Quick march!
The enemy general is dead.
He just literally die. Fucking hell.
By your command.
He's like surrounded by 1,000 men. No problem. I'll just walk off these wounds.
Lead archers! Advance at speed! Double time! Persian archers! Quick march!
Pikes, ready. At the command.
Alright, I'm gonna hold him.
Ready to ride! Forward!
Just deal with these.
Orders, my lord! Find your target! Let's your course! Orders! Loose! Orders! Strategos! Orders! Strategos! Find your target! Fire! Awaiting orders! My lord! Tribunal! Our orders! Lead archers! Archers! Awaiting orders!
Pikemen.
Orders! Hail the skies!
The enemy general is dead.
Is he? Lol.
Archers! Let's speak!
He died quick. Hey, 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 whoa, whoa, whoa! Slingers.
Persian archers!
Chill.
Elite archers! Orders!
These guys just utterly wrecked us.
Await your orders! Archers! Elite archers! Fire! Our orders! My lord! Orders!
Alright, let's break out.
Light cavalry! General!
Get moving.
Ready to ride! Melee cavalry! Forward horsemen! Melee cavalry! Orders, my lord! Swift melee cavalry! Charge! My lord! Cavalry ready! General! Elite archers! What are your orders? Pikes at the ready! Archers! Lead archers! We await your orders!
Oh, where did these Persian cav come from?
Orders, my lord! Are you waiting? Break the lines! Light cavalry! Our orders! We await your command! Hack them down! Fire! Find your target! Lead archers! Orders, my lord!
Kill them.
Persian archers! Ready and waiting! Light cavalry! The brave ready for orders! Light cavalry! Ready for orders! Advance! Engage! Lead archers! Fire! What are your orders?
Alright, nice little win.
Pikemen, ready for orders! Yes, Commander! Ready to ride!
Such a novelty having a full stack. Lost 500 men, killed 2,700. Well, they only got 5 kills. Cav did really well that game. Especially these guys, wow, 300 and 195. Having the massed archers was kind of useful, I have to say. Being able to just machine gun them. Oh, everybody died except this guy. Right, that has saved our treasury.
Ready for battle!
Ooh, which one? Just damage. Unrelenting force. I think that'd just be more useful just so we can get the movement points alone.
Ready for orders.
Can't reach Seleucia. 1 turn.
At once. Waiting for orders. Advance. We hunger for battle. Commander. Your next
Don't have quite enough money there. Ah, goodness. You chill, people. Seleucid dynasty.
we hunger for to your duties, men.
That's ruined our economy.
We hunger for battle.
I can't really hold this army now. Still minus 190.
Ready for orders.
I don't want to lose the fleet, but I just can't rationalize having it.
At your command.
If the Medians beat us back one more time, I won't have anything. Please tell me Pontus isn't coming to attack. It's definitely showcasing the Seleucid reality as per history. Being utterly surrounded and attacked relentlessly. 2,300 against... Yeah, this should be a fairly straightforward battle. I know it says it's massively not in our favour, but I'm fairly confident with it. Royal Peltasts, bad idea. Better than Cav, but still not a great unit as we know. Oh, we have a whopping 4 pike units. Nice. I think they didn't split their forces. I think that's all there. Do you have archers, 2 slingers, not too many, which is good.
Navy pikemen. Pikes ready.
Let's make sure these guys are decently overlapped.
What are your orders?
I think I'll make these guys overlap.
Infantry.
2 sets.
Hillmen.
Alrighty, and
Pikemen. Ready and waiting. Orders. Orders. Commander. Pikemen, ready for orders. We are at your command. God. Archers. Slingers. We await your
Your orders.
Nobody left but mob. I might just stick the mob on the front line, you know.
Mob.
Do the same here. They can just act as some human shields for the pikemen. Get utterly massacred by the
Support ships.
enemy
At your
infantry, but if it saves 2 pikemen,
Cataphracts.
I'll leave the cataphracts there just in case. Let's land these peltasts.
Missiles await your orders.
If we are
Our reinforcements have arrived.
Have they? Better than nothing. I'll take it. Well, they sent pretty much all their men that way.
We are at your command.
Let's chill here a sec. Let's wait for the archers come into range. I think they are in range now.
Find your targets. We await your orders. Fire
Loose.
the enemy. Archers. Protests.
I think they're going to pour all of their infantry here.
Pikes at the ready.
That suits me just fine, but
Quick march.
it's just insane.
Slingers.
Slingers form up here.
Ready.
For the archers.
Our general is under attack.
See?
Hellenic cataphracts.
You can hit the general from that far away.
Forward.
Orders understood.
Not even be upset. That's impressive.
Be ready. We await. Ready for orders. Advance at speed.
We are at your command.
By your command, orders. Slingers.
Fire.
My lord.
Whoa, where you going, bro?
General. Tribuna.
Chill here with us. Royal peltasts.
Slingers.
Fire on the enemy.
We are at your command. Missile infantry.
Let's move these men out. General.
Hellenic cataphracts.
Archers. At the ready. Ready.
Alright, now that we've got the flank going, let's form up the peltasts here. No, not that way. This way.
General. Yes. Advance at speed.
The men are wavering.
Mob.
Archers. Ready. Fly back. Withdraw. Double time. Advance at speed.
Hellenic cataphracts.
Alright, let's prepare the charge.
We await your orders. At speed.
Orders. Quick march.
Get the archers involved.
We are at your command. Pike infantry ready.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Understood. Ready and waiting. At speed. Pikemen ready for orders. Ready.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
It's loose.
Missile infantry! Persian archers!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Spearmen ready for orders! Ready!
After the Peltas run out of energy, we will send everybody in. I'm going to pin them in now. We could probably win if we sent the general in, but I just don't want to. I don't want to risk not winning.
We await your orders! Loose orders! Yours to command!
These Peltas, look, 100 plus kills each, nearly 150 kills each, 300 kills between them. So effective as soon as you spin them around. What a massive men it was.
The battle is turning in our favor.
Oh, the battle has only just turned in our favour, okay. Where's the general? There he is. I think it's time. Sound the charge.
Our orders! Forward! Orders! General!
It's the general. Oh, he's already retreating.
Ready and waiting!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Engage! Orders!
And try and escape through there.
Ready for orders! For glory!
Swords out.
At ready!
See, this is the one time the mob actually excels when they've run away.
At your service.
Don't really want to leave anyone left. That's it. Hopefully, no one got away. I'm not sure if I heard the general's death called out though, so possibly he might be alive. Oh no, maybe not. Whole army gone. Only the hillman and the mob took a hit, which is good. 800. Our economy is currently just kept alive by winning battles. For all intents and purposes, we are bankrupt. Yeah, Media's like, I'm out, bro. Uh-oh. A large Armenian army and a large Median. I want to take Seleucia, but I feel like these guys are going to attack next turn. What happened to the Nabatean army? They just disappeared after I... Okay. Odd.
Ready for orders!
Is this enough men to conquer? That's the question. It's going to have to try and be again. Can't take the city. They're too numerous. We don't have any infantry. Besides a few pikes. So what I'm going to try and do is just hope that they
Take this settlement!
attack us. I'm just going to have to risk taking the attrition. What I can do is just up the amount of men we have. Right, they're healthy and we are losing the same amount of money. We have lost the cost of the hiring, but it's the best I can do. Oh, I'm really concerned about Hatra. Because if I hire anyone, we're gonna... How much does it cost to hold him? Only 210. I'm gonna stick a Parthian.
We hunger for battle. Set up the watch.
If they attack, it just means that we have something.
Ready for battle.
It's all I can afford.
To victory!
Oh, Seleucus ranked up.
We hunger for battle.
Of course he did. That was an epic victory. I need Media just to come out of Seleucia though.
Now you have time
Oh,
to joke
dear, oh
about
dear.
my people with your usual lack of wit.
I really
For death
needed you guys
takes
not to attack. Yes. Right, we are badly outnumbered by 1,000 men. This is a chance to actually win.
Hellenic Pike infantry at your command. Navy pikemen.
I can't remember the composition of the army. I think it was mostly Eastern Spears, I want to say.
Phalanx. Pikemen. Form phalanx. Navy pikemen. We await your orders. Pikes at the
Gonna have
ready.
to form this, others are just going to be immediately outflanked.
Spears at your command.
Persian archers.
I'd like to trade maybe 2 of these Persian archers plus obviously the Eastern Spears for a couple more pikes. A few more pikes.
Orders, my lord. We understand.
It's nice having all these archers. I mean, you tell them to target the general and he just melts away.
We are at your command.
I'm just
Navy pikemen.
have too
What
few
are your
pikes right
orders?
now.
Persian archers.
We can just beat Media. Consolidate the territory we have and hold it. Might actually be alright.
At your service.
I know the economy is...
Pike infantry
Oh,
ready.
yes! Didn't even realise we had another one. Nice. Nice.
We are at your command. Elite archers.
Oops. Cool. Alright.
Hellenic cataphracts.
Glad I invested in those additional healthy calves now. I think we can pretty much just hide these guys in here. Right, the calves all hidden, so it's something.
Make ready, men. Our eastern foes are not used to proper battle.
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
Keep them waiting.
Alright, gonna come at us as one. We have a lot of horse skirmishers. There's the mercenary Persians. I think they just have the one Persian cav though.
Persian archers.
We'll try and kill him the moment he comes into view.
What are your orders?
Try and prioritize him.
The ancestors are watching, my brothers.
The engagement begins and develops. We'll try and flank as soon as. To be fair, if we can beat back the skirmishers as well as the Persian cav, that's sort of my main worry. Not so much even the pikemen, although if they come into melee through the center, they could punch a hole into the center and rout everybody. But if we can defeat the slingers and the cav, I feel a little bit confident.
Persian archers!
I'm going to move him forward slightly. I want all the range we can get.
Quick, march! Double time!
Orders, my lord!
I can get a couple of volleys on these guys before the engagement actually begins. That would be nice, rather than have to fight them both at the same time.
Our hidden units have been discovered.
Lose! Orders! Fire on the enemy! Through the skies!
In range.
Hold!
Nope.
Advance at speed! Persian archers! Persian archers! We await your orders!
Oh, here comes the cav.
Loose! Quickly ready and waiting! Ready for orders! At the ready! We are at your command! Find your targets! Our orders! Loose! Our orders! Elite archers! Persian archers! Find your target! Light cavalry!
Heavy horse at your command! We are at your command!
Elite archers! Persian archers! Field the skies! Awaiting orders! Loose! Swift melee cavalry! Archers! At speed! Light cavalry!
The men are wavering.
He's wavering.
Ready for aim! Light cavalry! Full our orders! Fire on the enemy! Orders! Fire on the enemy!
My lord! Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Crap.
Yours to command!
Center's gone.
Move out!
Worried that would happen.
What are your orders? Elite archers! Light cavalry! We await your command! Light cavalry! We await your orders! Archers! Orders! Field the skies! Heavy cavalry! Your orders! Swift riders at your command! Forward! Pikes at the ready! Understood! Ready! Advance at speed! At the ready! General! Awaiting orders! We await your orders! Heavy pikemen! At speed! Persian archers!
There's the pikes.
Fill the skies!
Hey, hey, chill.
Heavy horse at your command! We are at your command!
Swift melee orders! By your command! Advance! Forward! Melee horsemen! Persian archers! Hellenic cavalry! We are at your command! Find your targets! Command!
is turning in our favor.
We await your orders. Swift riders at your command. Advance.
Our general is under attack.
Uphold your targets. Swift melee cavalry. Light cavalry. What are your orders?
Alright, I think we won it. Just need to do some clear up now. He's still around.
For glory.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
We await your command. Light cavalry. We await your orders.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
And he's gone as well. Nice. Actually quite a lot of people down there.
Light cavalry. We are at your command. Armored horsemen.
The enemy general is dead.
Good. Good little victory, that one. Yeah, these archers really wiped out a lot of people. Like we did hold as well. I know they broken through at the center, which was my worry. But they did absorb quite a lot of skirmisher shots, so I can't be too upset. Ooh, I think he probably got wiped out, unfortunately. Still outnumbered by 50%. Only lost 687. Oh, I think he just about survived then. Ooh, +4 public. Nice.
To victory.
I'm gonna be so salty if that one pike unit dies from this. I knew it. 10 men lost and he just... Part of me was thinking of just fighting that battle just so that wouldn't happen, but... It's fine.
At your command.
Ooh, I can actually afford normal pikemen. Sorry, not afford, I can hire them. Can't afford them though. That must have filled as more important than not.
Ready for battle. Sign up, lads, for a good
Hire him for now just so we have something. These guys make me so friggin' nervous.
How can I be of assistance?
Welcome, friend. Let us.
Because they're not at war with anyone. So we look like a tempting target.
Give you greeting and my.
Oh,
Now
really?
we can drink and give thanks
I
to
was just putting that as a token offering. The fact that they accepted is huge. Media only have one city left.
Have you passed today?
I was hoping Egypt would take a piece off her after that other embarrassing defeat for them. But
At your command.
got the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. What does that do? Plus 10 civil research. I mean,
Commander.
it's whatever, I guess. What garrison does that give? How does the garrison get worse as the barracks are improved? Like, Thurios spears are nowhere near as good as just even levy pikemen. I'd rather have 2 citizen cav and 2 levy pikemen. I mean, Tarentines are pretty good, I guess, but like, again, it's just, it doesn't make any sense. I'll keep the horse skirmishers though. Just extra garrison, it all adds up. I'm pretty sure our food is also kept whole due to our edicts. I've nearly completed this one. We can't issue an edict in this though, we don't have enough. Need to improve this at some point. I might stick it in Side just so it's got extra garrison. After I sort out the military buildings, I can start to develop the ports and create some food. The most important thing is just consolidating what we have. That we're really spread thin. I thought you would ask for peace, you know?
Softer rains of peace could be yours.
Tell you what, make it that much. Right, we don't have a lot of public order. Wonder if we can get there in 1 turn if I put the guys here.
Ready for further.
It's over 50% of the move points. Oh, that's a little bit of a distance though. I don't think we can get there in 1 turn. I'm gonna risk just moving out. I think the practice field is, sorry, the muster field is probably 800, so I can't afford that either. Wow, Jerusalem's empty. Temptation to march on it. Our envoys have discovered a woman of foreign village who seems to be blessed with the power of persuasion. Hire her to assist in future negotiations with foreign nationals. Rebellion imminent. Mesopotamia.
At your command. Let them. Our advance has been halted.
It's a bit anticlimactic ending to Media.
We hunger for
We've
battle.
got the province at least. Right, Side is actually doing okay. So I will give the public order to Mesopotamia. I can build here next turn as well. That's good.
Ready for orders.
Kidri. Got a decent little garrison going off in Seleucia. Let's just try and consolidate what we have, and then I will probably send this army back north and round to take Jerusalem. Then create some sort of buffer army to separate us from Persia. If they attack us, then it's gonna have to stay east.
The gods will have me listen to you.
Welcome, friend.
Oh,
Let us
yes.
conclude
Nice.
our business with good haste, and then enjoy the pleasures of this house. Truly, my
Rather
good
have a non-aggression pact and
Come,
money.
my friend,
Oh.
speak. We are men of words.
Now we are cooking. Taking that port city has just exposed us to all of this ocean and allowed us to trade with people we wouldn't normally be able to. Yes, and the amount of money we have now is actually decent.
And the gods have granted you generosity.
Welcome. I throw open the...
I love how relations are better with Pergamon, who we were at war with, than
Be
with
welcome.
a lot of the
If I can give you a...
places who are hostile to us. Alright, well, Media is still on the map for some reason, but I'm not quite sure why. Galatia would be useful.
Greetings to you. I trust you come with honorable words that I can hear kindly. I am sure that your wares will find a home somewhere, but not with us.
They're at war with Bithynia. I feel like after they're finished with Bithynia, they're probably going to march on us. If they don't accept this, though, I'm just going to forget it.
I am sure that your wares will find a home somewhere.
That's kind of
but not
frustrating.
with us.
Knossos hate us for no reason. We not... They hate us for cultural reasons. But we are Hellenic. It's so confusing. I think I
Greetings,
already
my friend.
tried trading
You have my ear for your
goods.
speech, and if it profits my people, agreement too. I think trade a bad idea. We do not want simple...
Oh, Media. You know, I would
I greet you as
pay through the
befits
air
your
to secure
reputation.
you guys.
Now, friend, speak plainly, so that we may fall to haply.
Any neighbors that we can secure? Oh dear. Oh.
Be welcome, emissary, if you come in peace. Be fearful if you come with false words, dripping with honey.
I did the best I could. Oh, actually. That's actually worked out nicely. I can have 4 pikes, 5 pikes holding Side. So even if they do attack us, that's actually a half decent army to repel. Pikes defensively in cities are pretty much unkillable. Unless they just have better pikes, more pikes, or missiles. We emptied the mercenary pool. That was the end of Media. Oh, the rebellions in Seleucia, great. Ooh. Getting all the public audio. Nice. Charax has freed us up. Nice. Gonna get rid of this so I can build some pikes. Like that would be more useful.
At your command.
If we can only have 2 full stacks, that'd be super handy.
We hunger for battle.
Could get rid of. I could just make this a basic army. Get rid of 5 of the Persian archers, all the cavalry. That would free up the money to build up this army.
Ready for battle.
That would save me having to move him several turns all the way to here. I think that's probably the best idea since we aren't at war.
At your command.
I'll make it 6.
Commander.
I propose a simple treaty between.
Oh, we can add another. Who needs it the most? Probably Tyros, I'd say.
We hunger for battle.
This money means I can also upgrade things.
Ready for battle.
Oh. I don't want slums to occur. Alright, hold on to... Oh, actually, no, I can spend it.
At your command.
Like how we're hiring at Tyros, and even that's not good enough. We had to make a brand new army. Which just seems utterly pointless, but okay. What does Jerusalem have? Muster field, so I have a half decent.
Sign up, lads, for a good and glorious life.
Oh, I should upgrade these first. Charax probably needs that more. I'm just trying to get all of this together in terms of garrison stuff. Building these barracks makes better garrisons.
We need
got to be the priority. I'm 1 gold short of having 2.
Sign up, lads, for a good.
Anyone want to be my friend?
Greetings. Speak.
For the sake of friendship that is...
It's good to check every few turns, you never know.
For the sake of friendship that has been...
I think I'll get rid of those 2 Persian archers in the Eastern army. I don't think it's really doing anything. Does mean we look a bit more tempting to attack.
Ready for orders. At your command. Are you ready to serve?
Oh. Think they're tempted.
It is an honor to serve.
I might just move this over here.
Go, damn you, go!
Seleucia has a decent garrison as well. Oh, that surprises me that they're attacking when we're so strong. 3,200. So we actually outnumber them. They have more pikes this time, but I mean, it doesn't matter if you're... Okay. I mean, I just don't understand that logic. I'm not complaining, it just means we can just destroy this army for free.
General.
Alright, let's look at the amount of
Levy
men we
pikemen.
have. I think this here is just the garrison.
Your orders?
Yeah, I just find that slightly odd, but...
Pikemen.
Right, so... let's move him up a bit.
Pike infantry at your
orders.
command!
By your command. Pikemen ready for orders.
Ready and waiting!
Pike infantry, ready! Ready for orders? At your service! Pikes, ready!
I don't think anyone's going to come down here. From the front, they always attack here and here. Small chance of it attacking here, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Hillmen!
I'm so overwhelmed with space, as it were, that it's just pointless to not.
Hillmen. Our orders.
Let's stack these guys here.
Melee infantry ready.
It was worth taking a little bit of time,
Hellenic
getting a
catapults.
good setup.
Archers. At the ready. Mob. Commander, your orders.
I'll leave these guys in reserve as a flanking force. Our peltasts should just one. I thought we had two. It's fine.
Heavy cavalry ready and willing. Victorious and live. I will sacrifice
Put them in guard mode so that when they break they don't run.
and help. What are your orders? As you say.
Impeccable strategy. I think they sent themselves to Hades, to be honest.
Feel this, guys! Slingers! Fire! Archers! Amisos!
Tell you what, this game is aged like a fine wine. It's like 10, 12 years old, but it just looks so nice still. I mean, in a way, they've not really moved it a great deal forward. Still appreciate it.
Missiles awaiting targets. At speed! General! Advance at speed! At the ready! What are your orders? Advance at speed! At the double! Advance at speed!
Pretty much the same battle as before, really, except on the slightly easier mode. Pikemen are performing a lot better here. I think I will strengthen that wing with additional pikes. Oh no, why did you run that way?
The double!
Silly.
Double time! General! And forward!
The men are wavering.
Yeah, we're a bit thin on pikes there. So we will reinforce them. You can see they've taken a bit of hammering.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Archers! Orders, my lord! At speed!
What are you waiting?
Judas!
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Okay.
At the double! Advance at speed! At the double, my lord! At speed!
Ready for orders?
Oh, did you seriously run all the way the wrong way?
Slingers!
Goodness sake.
The enemy!
I give up. Pathfinding here just doesn't seem to make sense sometimes.
Orders! Double time! Orders! Quick march!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Yours to command!
What? They are pretty weak. I will just run in.
Ready and waiting.
Yours to command! General! Battle tasks! Take aim! Cataphracts!
Our general is under attack.
Really?
Back forward.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that to the general.
Ready for orders!
Give him a clean slate.
Trample them!
Forward.
Yours to command!
Yours to command. Ready for orders. Ready and waiting.
Quick march!
Command up.
The battle is turning in our favor.
Orders!
Ready. Ready yourselves.
Levy pikemen! Yours to command! To arms! Pikes at the ready! To fire! Pikes! Readiness!
413 kills by the cataphracts. Honestly, I mean, this or Silver Shield Pikemen. I mean, I know some people like using the elephants, but they're expensive and slow. Definitely a cataphract kind of guy. Oh, some of their guys got away. Few units got 0, which is always nice. Right. They can pay for their comrades to be killed. I think Jerusalem might actually be... Oh, it's not quite in range, unfortunately. If we took Jerusalem, I think marching on Petra would be a logical step, since the Kidri act as a buffer zone.
Ready for battle! Make haste, men! At your command! We hunger! March! Commander!
Wanted to get rid of that army.
Are you ready to serve?
Right, next time we should be able to march on Jerusalem. Especially with that extra campaign movement.
Yes.
Shore up the defense of Siege.
Make it. Ready for battle.
These rebels are just testing my patience. This Armenian army standing there as well is just making me a little bit nervous. What would be better? I put a satrap's palace on it. Let's go for this for now.
At your command.
Means it won't be dependent on the edict anymore.
Ready for orders.
Why some mercs next turn to attack Jerusalem? Surprised no one's made war on us as well. Ah, what are we dealing with? What on earth is this army? 6 archers. Loads of mob. I mean, it's going to be an easy battle. I know it says we're doomed, but I mean, we could probably just hold this with... I was going to say with just the pikemen, but to be fair, those archers, if uncontested, would create some type of havoc. Is that all of their army? Babylon looks friggin' tiny, doesn't it? Oh, all they have is one ladder. I kind of want to let them take the wall just so that... I mean, if I just defeat everyone who comes up with the ladder, I can do that, but... it almost seems pointless. I could be using my pikemen. So they'll come out of here, here, and here. Anywhere else? Possibly here too.
Yours to
I'd rather do that.
Pikeman.
I'm gonna give them the wall.
Ready for orders.
I think you have to let them leave slightly, otherwise if you put them like here, they can't get out of the stairway.
By your command.
I don't want them to just run around. Actually, they might leave through the side if I'm not careful. I'm just going to move them forward slightly. It's a bit too close. Yeah, that's okay.
Ready for
Says.
orders. General.
Right, that should overlap somewhat.
Pikeman. By your command.
I can actually just overlap these guys. There's enough here.
Pike infantry ready. General.
Right, that's all of the pikemen
We are
counted
at your
for.
command.
I'll put these guys here just in case.
Organize
need to.
yourselves.
Keep these guys in reserve, and I will leave these guys. Oh, actually, they might be able to fire over the top. I'm going to move them up here.
Mob.
Put some mob here as well,
Melee infantry
just to
ready.
tempt them.
We are at
I
your
will put a unit just to overlap. Always good practice.
defensive position. Onward.
Alright, is that everybody? Alright, let's see what happens. Hour on the clock. I moved these guys a little bit too close. There is a gap there, should be enough. Deepani. Deepani. Deeper Annie. Damn it, Annie. Deeper. Right, they have started attacking these pikes. Taken any hits. They have killed one guy. Killed quite a few now. I'm gonna move him out the way, just so we don't have to absorb that fire.
What are your orders, Master?
Oh, they killed loads of people. Damn.
Spearmen! We await your command.
See where they go. Probably this one.
We are at your command.
Melee troops awaiting orders.
We await your orders. By your command.
Quickly killed. Going this way.
We have captured a tower.
Darn.
Advance at speed.
Actually doing quite a lot of damage.
Quick march.
In a really awkward position as well.
At your service. Quick march.
Pikemen! Yes, Commander! Melee infantry!
I'm gonna risk these infantry units. Gonna run out and attack.
The men are wavering.
Dear oh dear.
Our general is under attack.
Certainly is.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display. Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
We are at your command. Advance.
Heavy archers.
Use these guys as backup.
At speed.
Pikemen ready for orders.
At speed. Pikes at the ready. At speed.
Ready to march. Awaiting orders.
Hillman.
Charge. Awaiting orders.
Persian hoplite.
At speed.
Heavy archers. Double fire. Persian hoplite. Hillman.
Engage. Melee infantry ready. Ready. Melee infantry my lord! For honor! Melee infantry at the ready! Hillmen!
The enemy have taken a tower.
They? Oh, so they have.
At your service.
Heavy pikemen! Double time! General!
At the tower.
Persian hoplite!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Orders! Quick march! Persian hoplite!
Pike infantry at your command. By your command. Yes, commander. As you command.
Hillmen!
One of our units has used all its
This
ammunition.
guy's got a machine gun down.
Awaiting orders! Advance at speed!
I like how without cavalry we just have to run across the breadth of the map.
Ready for orders. By your command.
I really hate a walled city.
Pikes ready.
Such a liability. Much rather fight an unwalled, defend an unwalled one.
We await your order, Hillmen! Orders! Awaiting orders! Hillmen! We await your orders! Hillmen!
We await your command.
At the ready!
Ready for orders.
Pikemen! Melee infantry ready! On rally! Orders, my lord! Quick
I think they're trying to escape through the gap.
We are at your command! Hillmen! On honor!
Ow.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Your command! Our orders! Fire on the enemies! At speed! We await your orders! Yours to command! Orders!
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Heavy archers! Hillmen!
At your service.
Quick march! General!
Quick march. By your command. At speed. Pikes ready.
By your command!
I've one out here.
We have
Everything
captured a
about this
tower.
was so frustrated. It was literally the archers.
We have captured
It meant
a
we couldn't
tower.
hold against the infantry, and it meant we had to chase them, or would have just been wiped out. See how many kills they got compared to the rest of the army. But it's okay. I think in order to get rid of the rebel army, I might have to send the general from Charax up. Noble death? Who died? Oh, Patroclus died. It's fine, he wasn't a part of the main family. Oh, actually... we want 15... 1, 2, 3, so we just need 2 more. Just left the gates. I just went full Adam Sandler. Little Nicky.
Ready for battle.
Right, finally pushing into Egypt. It would probably be a good idea to take Nabatean realm. Jarmuthus, where's that to? I was there. These 3 cities. That would complete this province as well. Adamatu is part of the Arabian side on the east. Weirdly quiet from Egypt at the moment. I think I'll do is move this army down now that we've changed the area of fighting from these 3 to essentially, because they have to avoid this, to Jerusalem. Hold Jerusalem with 1 army, and I can push forward with this one. Even so kind as to give us a muster field as well. Don't need that. Oh, actually, what is that? Gymnasia. That's actually pretty good. +6 public order. And money, with no negative penalties. I'll think about that. Charax only has 1.
We hunger for battle. On the move.
Let's try and take out this rebel army. Uh-oh. 2 stacks now.
At your command.
Alright, let's Seleucids. Greek. Parthian.
Commander. Commander. We hunger. To your duties, men.
I'll leave him in there. If we get attacked, at least it won't be a Seleucid dynasty guy who gets killed. They're decently happy now. I think I'll get rid of Edict there and I'll put it here instead because they need it more. These guys are chronically unhappy. Eastern culture's going up. Why is that? Where is that coming from? I don't know. There's not much I can do about that, fortunately. We're actually finishing town with some money. Nice.
War!
Our gods demand it.
Galatia.
Our ancestors love it.
Not surprised, to be honest. Oh, so good of you. Right, since the rebels are gone, we can put him back in Charax. I think we should just march out this turn. Mercenary Arabian Cav. Oh, they actually have a guy standing outside.
At your command. To victory!
Can't get there on one turn though.
Ready for orders. Set up the watch. We hunger for battle. At your command.
I would feel a lot more comfortable with a better unit of cavalry in this army. You know what? Let's go all out. Some Arabian cav as well. What are these desert levies? Well, they're super cheap. Tribes people. If they can just chill outside for one turn, I think we can defeat all three armies in one attack. Oh, I forgot about these guys. Darn. Need to be a bit careful. Parthian.
Commander, I want army patrols. Ready for. Get to it, men. At your command. Ready for battle.
Alright, that's emptied the treasury. Can get to Antioch in one turn, which is good.
Ready for battle.
There's three armies poised here. I think Edessa is much more likely to be attacked
We hunger.
by one of those three.
Ready for.
I like how all of the armies are just on the border.
Ready for orders. Ready for battle. Ready for orders.
Right, I think it's time to try and break these two armies plus the garrison, making three. Right, we might not win this because we are quite a lot outnumbered, but we will try. Oh, actually, they're at war with Rhea. Never make war for free if you can avoid it. Rhea might just pay us.
The pleasures of my household are yours to enjoy. First, though, the necessary
Why not?
burdens of diplomacy.
They won't.
I came as a supplicant.
Well, I think making war is adjoining. Alright, how badly outnumbered are we? 2,000, 3,000. Sorry, 2,300, 3,300. So that's 5,000, 6,000. 6,000 versus 2,500. Oh, not camel archers. Plus some mercenaries, desert cavalry. Palace guard. Naval swordsman. I don't know how good they are. They're palace guard, they're probably pretty good in melee. Cataphract king by the looks of it. Oh, he's the king. Thought that was... That just says general. So he must be the king of Nabatea. Right, let's see if we can defeat this army. ×3. I'm going to form a defensive D again and let all of them arrive on the battlefield rather than trying to rush and defeat them all at once. Sorry, rather than defeating them one at a time. I think that would be safer. Got a nice mixture of infantry, cavalry and archers here.
Ready for orders. Ready and waiting. Ready and waiting. Navy pikemen!
I'm gonna double these guys up.
Pikemen, ready for orders.
You can have a doubled up center, that is most safest option. It just stops them from just breaking through such an easy line.
We await your command.
Flanks aren't so bad, but obviously if you don't have the manpower, it's pointless. Right, that's all the infantry accounted for, and we should be able to fit all of the archers here. Got a light cavalry on either side.
Light cavalry!
Persian cavalry on either side. Arabic one and general. We will ride these guys outwards as and when. That's everybody. Chariots. Scythe chariots.
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
That's right. Everyone can join the party. But yeah, even if they just sit there and we have to attack, I'd rather just everyone be on the battlefield at the same time. Because I don't want to be engaging, trying to flank. And then before they break, I'm getting hit in the sides with some cav or some infantry. I actually went to Petra last year. So it'd be nice to hold it. Alright, we'll let them get into formation first. Making their sweet time though. A few stragglers. What annoys me, okay, if I just move this like this, all of a sudden formation gone. Okay, if I group them maybe, then hold formation? Nope. No idea why.
We await your command.
By your command. Battle group awaiting orders.
Why is it split out like that? How is that
Battle group
decided?
disbanding. Navy pikemen.
I think we're gonna have to attack, and that's okay.
Pikes ready. Advance at speed.
At your service. At the demand.
Just because they outnumber us by quite a lot, we might have to flatten the line a bit. Not double up. There's one more army that I'm waiting for, but I think they've maxed out the number of units they can have on the field, so I have to chill for a bit.
Shock cavalry ready. Forward. General.
I think I will make this battle the last one before we finish for this episode, win or lose.
Pikemen ready for orders. Pike infantry ready.
Try and focus on one flank.
Double time. We await your command. Double time. Pikemen ready for orders.
Try and keep this flank a bit stronger.
At speed.
Where are the archers? Actually quite a few archers, don't they? Oh, they're tribespeople, not archers. I think that means that they are probably only javelinmen, so we should have the advantage of a range.
Armored horsemen. Quickly now. Archers.
Coming.
At speed.
Pike infantry at your command. Advance at speed.
As you command. Order. Riders and then double. Orders, my lord. Archers.
The enemy general is dead.
Is he really? That's hilarious.
At your service. Double time.
Ready. Advance at
Commander. Archers. What are your orders? Archers. Build this, guys. We await your command.
Crap, we're actually not in a good way.
Your command. At speed. Orders. And the double.
orders.
A bit of a hit there.
Ready for orders.
Keep him that way.
Command. Find your Find cavalry. Ready. Orders. We await your command. Riders at orders. Commander. At your service. Heavy horse at your command. Commander. At the ready.
Whoa, what are you doing, guys? What are you playing at?
Our general is under attack. The men are wavering.
Who's wavering? Ah, crap. Problem with a thin line. I'm gonna have to shore up this side. Oh, get out, get out, get out.
The enemy general is dead.
Commander!
Orders!
Understood! Awaiting orders!
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Oh, whoa, whoa, what was that? Oh no, I had micro there. Paying attention.
Flee the field of battle.
Oh, that's why this guy is doing so well.
We await your command! Order!
Ready! Walk forward! Awaiting orders! Hellenic cataphracts! Engage!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Heavy horse at your command! Pikes at the ready! Light cavalry! Our orders! Engage! Yours to command! Back them down! Light cavalry! Orders!
Oh shit.
By your command! Our orders!
Stuck in between a rock and a hard place right now.
My lord, as you command!
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful.
Uh oh, General's in trouble.
Ready!
Run. Run.
Pike infantry, ready! What are your orders? For glory! As you command!
By your command!
Back them down for glory!
To arms! Ready and waiting!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Orders, my lord! Forward! Heavy pikemen! Advance at speed!
Lights ready!
Oh, we're out of ammo.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Orders under your orders!
This is a very tough battle.
We await your orders!
Pikes at the ready!
Orders!
Order! Orders! On my order!
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Heavy pikemen!
Order!
Hellenic cataphracts!
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Alright, I need all the cavalry back now. Alright, we can't hold on for very long.
Light cavalry! Charge! Cataphracts! What are your orders? What are you waiting? For glory!
The battle is turning in our favor.
Order!
For honor! Orders! Ready to run!
That was a very costly victory. We're just gonna massacre as many as we can now. There's quite a lot of them did manage to escape. Ironically enough, Arabian cavalry only lost one guy. And they got 500 kills. Cool. Look at the carnage, just a sec. See where the, I had to push forward the line. Did kill 5,000, but needed to be more. Needed to be much more. 5,000 dead to 1,700. That's not bad, to be honest. Pretty good ratio, but... $2,000 gold.
Is that all? We cannot follow this order. Ready for orders.
Can restock. To a degree.
Commander.
Nice.
Ready for battle.
Don't want to lose the levy pike. Arabian spearmen? Or Arabian cavalry?
At your command. We hunger at your command. Kill the cowards! You have further orders? We cannot do that. Commander? Ready for orders. Lay siege to the settlement!
Wow, that's pretty built up, I think.
At your command.
I don't know how many men they have waiting at Hegra.
Ready for orders.
Might just donate these archers to the cause.
Commander,
And he can duck out.
I don't care how tired you are.
Some bikes, sanitation, wrestling area. I don't want to get rid of these because that's actually really good infrastructure. Does mean we don't have any buildings to hold with, but if we push into Egypt and then push onto Hegra, that might not actually matter.
Hunger for battle.
Just because I'm very much aware that we don't have a lot of men. I'm just going to buy these mercenaries just to hold Petra in case they do launch an attack next turn.
We need good fighters.
Can buy pikemen.
At your command.
Right, hopefully a full Doom stack doesn't attack next turn. But hey, that's something to look forward to. Alright, so I think, as I said, I'll end it here today. Got a few things going on. We've got Zide about to be attacked. Likely Antioch or Tarsus as well. I am tempted to bring back the Emperor from Charax and just march straight into Galatia. Because at the end of the day, we do have a decent amount of defenses at Charax if we had to be attacked. Obviously Seleucus has got half decent defenses. And that's where the war is currently. They destroyed Bithynia. That's why they have attacked. And holding Asia Minor would be huge for us. I didn't really want to push any more east. I think we probably could, it's just unnecessary. So yeah, I think I will pull this army back and we'll just systematically just destroy the Galatians. And hopefully we can hold Petra next turn long enough to attack Hegra. And finally Charmuthus, then we can move into Egypt. So yeah, very good overall. It's 249 BC. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.